Hey guys, I'm back again, Shannon here, and I want to go over some shoulder flexibility with you guys because one of the things that happens if you lift a lot, I lift sometimes more than once a day, but I definitely lift every day, and I try to skip one day a week, right? Because of the classes I teach and because of the programs that we do at home. And I love lifting. I'd rather do lifting than anything, so I do it. and I do a lot of shoulder work. But if you don't get that shoulder flexibility thing going on, then you are going to develop some shoulder issues and maybe some major shoulder issues. And it also has to do with your back strength, okay? So shoulder flexibility, one of the things that you can start with is to open your palms, reach up. When you feel your shoulder wants to freeze and not let you go up any farther, that's a good indicator to you of, okay, this is my range of motion. When you want your range of motion here, right, and down. So one of the things that can help you with that, and a couple of you guys have said, boy, my shoulders just, there's no flexibility in them. That's because you're not stretching them, and I've got more than one stretch to show you. So the first thing I want you to do is always roll your shoulders back, not forward at first. So we're going to roll back, okay? And do this several times till you get them warmed up. You want the blood to go up. You want the blood to start coming up to your shoulders, right? So keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. And then I want you to take just one arm at a time and reach straight up. If you can't do this, go where you can go and use your other arm to push just a little bit, right? So you want to push a little bit and then come back down, and you want to push a little bit more and come back down. And it may take a long time for you to get from here to here. I mean a long time, like weeks, okay? So don't think there's something wrong with you. Just remember, you have to stretch your shoulders and your upper body the same way you stretch your legs, right? So that's a really easy thing to do. Stop where you stop. If it feels like it's not going to go any farther, you can push it a little bit and just ease it in there, right? Just ease it up until you can bend your elbow and your bicep is by your ear. That's a really good sign of a good flexible shoulder. Now, my shoulders are kind of big, right? Because I work them a lot. So I'm not able to hit my back and touch my fingers to my back on both sides. This one I can't do, the other side I can do. That's a good indicator of your shoulder flexibility. But everybody's a little different there. It's the same as any flexibility. All right, so once you've got all the way around mastered, like the backstroke, all right, once you can do the backstroke, then you can go into the front stroke, all right? And the reason I say that is because most shoulder injuries stem from rounded shoulders, right? And working on your phones and working on computers, that will cause big shoulder issues, right? So I don't want you to come forward because you're already always like this anyway. So your chest is tight and your shoulders are pulled in. We want to open them up, so we're going to go backwards. So just keep circling around. Try to get that full range of motion. Once you get that full range of motion, you can do some really good rolls and stretches, right? So I'm going to move my camera. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to move my camera down so you can see what's going on. Okay, we're back. All right. So you can see what's going on the floor here. This is my roller. I've got more than one roller, right? But I want to show you some shoulder rolling exercises. All right. So lay on your side. Put the roller under your armpit, all right? I'll guarantee you're gonna go, ouch, all right? Because you don't roll your lats. I hope you roll your lats, but you probably don't. So rock back and forth right in your armpit into the lats, which is right under here behind your back, right? After you get through that and you breathe through it, bend your arm 90 degrees. Then start rolling up and down on your shoulder. And you'll feel it in the rear delts, the back of your shoulder, right? It should feel kind of tight. Let that relax a little bit, right? And then come up to 90 degrees. With your other hand, easily, gently press down. Stop when you feel a big pull, right? So if you're only here, that's okay. Just start rolling a little bit again. Start rolling, and then take your body forward over that shoulder. And this may not feel so great, but it's really going to help you. So your roller is here, your arm is 90 degrees, your elbow's here. You push that arm down, and I feel a pull right here, right? And you want to get it, not lateral, but you want to get close to being lateral. So that's a good indicator of, yes, I'm getting more flexibility in my shoulder, right? And it really does help with shoulder injury prevention. And this feels really good, so I'm going to do it again. So press lightly, gently down, right? You've got that pull going on right through here. That's where you should feel it. All right, next. You should do both sides. Don't just do the side that's tight. Do both sides if both sides don't feel tight, right? Next, just lie down on your back. Reach up. If you can't get your arm to the floor, then that's an indicator that you're really, really tight. So you can do the same thing as you did standing. You can push, right? You can push. So your goal is to get both arms, the back of your arms, the back of your shoulders on the floor. It's so important that you stretch your arms and your shoulders just like you stretch your legs. So I'm going to pull both arms one at a time. I'm just going to pull. And it may not seem like much, but it's a big help. All right. So the whole thing about your shoulder flexibility is that you have to roll and stretch just like you do with the rest of your body, just like you do with your legs, right? And you should do this with your hips. You should do this with your butt. Roll your glutes out. I have a ball that I use to roll my butt, my glutes, because my hips are really tight and it helps a ton. So next, let's go over some injury prevention techniques with your shoulders. I'm going to stop this video and we're going to make that a separate video. So hang on, let's stop this one.